Hey everyone, Jamie here, and Valentine's Day is fast approaching. I don't know about you, but I love handing out Valentine's Day cards to everyone in order to make them feel special on such a loving day. But as a DIY girl, I don't think my friends would be mega impressed if they found out that their Valentine's Day cards were all bought from the same bulk pack at the store. So get ready as I show you how to make your own unique Valentine's Day cards and envelopes. Let's do it, girl. Okay, so for your Valentine's Day cards, you're going to need cardstock, scissors, a cutting tool and cutting mat, tape, craft glue, a writing utensil, paints or ink, and an eraser. To make your Valentine's Day envelopes, all you're going to need is a paper doily. The only requirement is that your doily is bigger than the size of your card since you're going to be folding the doily over it. Now there are a bajillion ways of making your own Valentine's Day cards, so I'm just going to show you my way and then hope that inspires you in order to start off with your own style. All right, here we go. Step one. The first step is to create your actual card base. I simply took a sheet of cardstock and cut it into a rectangle that's 5 inches by 10 inches. That way, when I fold it in half, I now have a square 5 by 5 inch card. I then took another sheet of cardstock and cut it into two 4.5 by 4.5 inch squares. Using my craft glue, I placed the smaller squares inside the folded cardstock. It's a pretty basic design for a card, but you get the idea, and you can always keep decorating the inside with something like stickers or mini ribbons or another type of embellishment. Now that you have a basic card base, let's design the front by using a stamping tool. I'm going to follow my winter stamp gloves tutorial by using an eraser in order to create my own stamp from scratch, but of course you can always buy a set of stamps at the store. All you need to do is use a writing utensil to draw your stamp shape and then cut it out using your cutting tool. I decided to make X's and O's, but you can do anything from cutting out little hearts to using the end of your pencil eraser in order to make mini polka dots. And you can make your stamp in any size that you like. Now before you go on a stamp ramp page, don't forget to test your tools first. Apply a small amount of paint to your stamp or dip in your stamp lightly, testing it on some spare cardstock to make sure that it's the ideal shape as well as the right amount of ink. Once you're satisfied, stamp away. You can make your design in one color or several, or in a grid, or in a fun shape, or in layers as each coat of paint dries. No matter which design you go for, give your finished product a few hours to dry, and you're all done. Pretty easy way to make a Valentine's Day card, right? Like I said, I'm just here to get the ideas flowing. Like, instead of stampeding all over your Valentine's Day card, you could rein in those paints with a shape template. Cut out a piece of cardstock with the same measurements as the front of your card. Then all you have to do is create a template that's going to go in the center of that card. I'm unsurprisingly going to make a Valentine's Day heart, but you can do this with any shape, word, or style. You can print it out from the computer, but I'm going to do it by hand. Fold your cardstock in half and then use your writing utensil to trace out half of the shape that you like onto the folded part of cardstock. Using your scissors, cut out your markings, leaving you with a symmetrical shape in the center of your cardstock. Tape down your template to keep it in place and you're ready to get stamping. If you wanted to get extra crafty, then you could follow one of my first Valentine's Day tutorials ever and use that extra piece of cutout heart from your template in order to create some heart garland. This is perfect not only for room decor on a daily basis, but also for something like a Valentine's Day party. Don't worry about getting the template messy, that's the whole reason it's there. Once the paint dries, carefully remove your template, and now you have another type of Valentine's Day card ready to rock. All that's left to do for your Valentine's Day cards is to make an envelope to put them in. Now making a doily envelope is super easy. Simply place your finished card in the center of your doily. Fold in the doily sides evenly over the card. Then fold in the bottom of the doily. At this point, you have two options. One is to simply fold the top down and seal everything together with a decorative sticker. The other is to remove the card from your doily and then use your craft glue to bind the sides and bottom together. Once everything dries, you can creatively snip off pieces of the top of your doily in order to slip in your card and fold the top edge in and under. And now your Valentine's Day cards are officially ready to be delivered. And if you wanted to spice things up, you could always dye your doily a festive color. You'll need rubber gloves as well as something like paper towels or old magazines to keep things clean. Pour a thin layer of water into a large container. Then drop in in a good amount of dye or food coloring. When you're ready, dip in your doily and move it around until it's covered completely in your dye. Give your doily no more than 1 minute to set before taking it out and placing it onto your paper towels or magazines. Feel free to pat the doily down to remove excess moisture and ensure that the paper shape remains flat. Let everything dry for an hour, and now you've got yourself a cleverly colorful way to contain your cards. Ta-da! In under an hour and for less than $10, you now have a creative and easy way to make a personalized card for Valentine's Day. How did you make your Valentine's Day cards and envelopes? Tweet me at Jamie Petito, Instagram me at HeyJamie, or just tell me all about it in the comments below. We did it, girl! I'm Jamie and you're on Gurl.com. So I'll simply show you my way and then hopes I'm gonna show you something and then I'm gonna hopes about it. I hope you'll forgive me for using such bad diction.